Welcome to 99 To Beat After the Games with Rob and Ron, where they break down each episode, giving the insights into the games, the contestants, and behind the scenes.
Man, I tell you what, it was another amazing episode of 99 To Beat. My name is Christopher Bruce. I am your guide along this journey for After the Games, where we break down each episode of Fox's hit new reality show, 99 To Beat, where we feature the contestants themselves on the show. And we have a couple amazing hosts. Let's bring them in now. My friend, and I'm sure yours, one of the most ridiculous human beings to ever walk the earth. He has just recently been probed, and he's primed and ready with that. Let me bring in my buddy, Robert Boudwin.
Probed sounds like I was abducted by aliens instead of just the normal colonoscopy that a 51-year-old has to get every 3 years, apparently.
Yeah. Hey, listen, good times. Nothing. It's one of the best naps you can have, though, right? You go under.
Apparently, I can host a podcast. I just can't drive for another.
That's right, exactly. So you're more than qualified to do this. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good. A little tired, but that was an amazing episode. I feel like they're getting better and better. Let's get right in and bring Ronald here.
Ronald, get in here. One of Detroit's finest, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Ronald M.F. Mitchell.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Man, we're doing well. I got a little emotional watching this episode. It kind of snuck up on me a couple times. We'll get into that as we go through the episode. But yeah, Rob, and Ronald, you're right. These shows are great. The challenges are a lot of fun to watch. And as we get further down the line, we've gotten to know these people even more. And I don't know, you just sort of, you're hooked, you're invested, you care. And
You gave us a scare a little bit, man. We already lost one host of the Ron and Ron combo. I thought we might lose the second tonight.
Man, you're on the wire there.
Robert. I was worried. Today was an epic day for you. You got some uncomfortable things happening to you, but you persevered.
That's right.
Ronald and I talked earlier, and he was like, "Don't bring that up on the pod because all the guys won't like hearing that." And I was like, me, I'm going to talk about exactly how it went down.
Hey, listen, this is all about. We're here to encourage you to take care of yourself and your health. And when you got to do your screenings, that's just the thing you got to do. Nothing wrong with it. So.
3 tiny little polyps removed. I'm good to go for another 3 years.
Oh, beautiful. That's awesome. Well, we didn't necessarily need to go into all the details, but fair enough. Speaking of polyps, what guests do we have on the show today?
You ready, Ronald?
Transition.
Let's bring in Melissa with an A.
Oh, my goodness. Let's do it. All right. Coming on in here, the coach herself. How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. Tough day, but I'm here.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Obviously, this episode was, features your departure on the show, but you had a heck of a run. We'll talk all about that, and it's been a lot of fun to cheer you on throughout this process.
Thank you. It's a great experience, and I miss the guys. I'm happy to see Ronald and Robert. Again, it's been a while.
Melissa, you kept me going that week with that. What was that? Oil of oregano. I was a little rough there, and you were like, "Come here, let me show you this little droplet."
Boop, man, those oregano drops are no joke. They're intense, though.
Get me going, get me healthy. Where are you joining us from? Are you in Vegas or are you in LA right now?
Yeah, I'm in Las Vegas right now.
Okay. You're in Vegas, and you got football season coming up December 1st, right?
Yeah, so high school starts December 1st. College is in the spring, so February. I'm busy. I'm always on the field every day. And then I gotta hit LA. I gotta go there this weekend for a home game. So, Rams house, let's go.
All right.
Let's move along and bring in Alex as well.
All right, Alex, what's happening, man? Alex, welcome to the show. Good to see you.
What's up? What's going on?
Alex, where are you joining us from tonight?
From Jersey, of course, New Jersey, East Coast.
Where in Jersey?
Oh, I'm from Sayreville, so Sayreville, Somerset, Franklin area.
Okay, and I know that you are a clothing designer and an entrepreneur and clothing owner. Are you wearing your own gear tonight?
I'm not, but I do have a lot of pieces that I am dropping soon. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, I was the yellow guy on the shirt. I mean, I was the guy with the yellow shirt on the show. I think I was the only one in yellow. Well, no, the guy wise, yeah, in yellow, but wearing that bright yellow shirt, yeah, that's me.
There you go. It's a good color. Good way to stand out.
Well, we appreciate you joining us, especially at this hour on the East Coast.
For sure.
11 o'clock there.
Well,
Let's bring in Geraldine on the other coast.
I would love. Speaking of yellow, you had a little yellow yourself, Geraldine. Welcome to the show.
I did. My outfit was really good, like for me to like spot it out because I'm already so blind. So I'm like, okay, there I am.
Yeah, well, yellow is the first color your eye sees, right? So that's a good one. That's smart.
Yeah. How's everybody doing?
Oh, we're doing good. How you doing? Very good.
I saw a little bit of the clips right now, and I'm like, oh.
It was good though. It was a good episode.
It was good. And we're gonna get into all the games here as we always do, right? We're gonna break down all 5 of the games from episode 8 of 99 to Beat here at After the Games. And I think we have one other guest that we're trying to bring in. Just so you guys know, we are trying to get David R into the show. Hopefully we'll be able to have David join us at some point during the podcast, but we do have some games to get to. And
Record Breaker Rush is trying to break this podcast. He's a graduate of MIT, but as he wrote in the chat here, he is not too tech savvy. I don't know. That's on MIT, I think, not him.
Well, he's trying to break the world record for the most attempts to join a podcast unsuccessfully before getting in, and that's what he's trying for here tonight, I think.
All right. Well, hopefully he'll be joining us shortly. Should we roll with the first game, Chris?
Well, let's do it. So the way we're going to do this first game is we don't have a video, but we're going to show you a couple of images, and I want us to all remember and remind ourselves of it. So the first game tonight was this cup challenge. You see these images here, and you were all tasked to have to find the only cups that had logos in them. And I believe there was one cup less than there were the number of competitors left in the game, 600 cups or so out there on the field. And you had to do that with one hand behind your back to make it even harder. So talk to me a little bit about this challenge, a little bit of luck on this one, and perseverance. You just had to go and hope you found one.
Go for it. Ronald and Geraldine and Melissa, you were in this one. Alex,
I was eliminated last
You and I were eliminated. So let's hear from the people that did it, and then Alex, you and I can talk about how we're glad we didn't have to do it.
I mean, I thought it was a lot like the T-shirt challenge. I mean, it was very similar, but with the, if you got bad knees, it didn't help. I mean, you like duck walking the whole time. You're trying to flip over the cups. It became challenging.
Yeah, I tried to stay low so I didn't have to keep squatting. I was just like, let me just stay low and keep flipping it. But the fact that we had to flip it back over was the challenge, because otherwise we just flip it and go, and then you go for all the cups that are unflipped. But for me, I kind of just went in a straight line to the other side because it was like a lot of red over there. So I knew there was less people, and I was able to find one quickly. So
nice.
I was happy with that.
You just got, it's kind of, you probably start to lose your mind after a while. You have no idea. Did I already flip this cup over? Like, oh my God, whatever.
Yeah, for me, like I did the same thing as Melissa. Like I went straight into a line, and then I would stack the cups once I went through those cups. So I knew like if I were to go back, like those were already, the cups I already went through.
So help me out with the rules, since I didn't play that one. You
just had to put your hand behind your back, and you couldn't. I think, were you able to use two hands, or I can't remember.
It was one hand. It was one hand.
It was one hand, right?
You were allowed to stack the cups.
You know what? I think that was against the rules.
Yeah,
they didn't say.
They didn't show it. They didn't show it.
They didn't say that you couldn't do it. So I saw somebody else do it, so I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. There's sometimes there are those kind of interpretations that somebody can do that they didn't say you couldn't
do it. Yeah.
So that ultimately starts to become a part of how you could play it. So that was sort of smart. That way you're kind of marking cups.
And some of the cups did have like the try again. So you would think because it says something like, try again.
Dirty.
Like, oh my God.
That's dirty. That's diabolical.
That's something they didn't show on the broadcast.
That's kind of like almost.
Because there were some cups, like if you were able to see from like a certain angle, you could see like it had like a sticker in it. But
the lighting.
That's a little reminiscent of the T-shirt game where they put some of the shirts
the
logoed sticker, but it was nobody's name on the shirt.
Name.
So they're messing with you.
No, I mean, listen,
did.
I love that. That's great. That's all part of it.
Diabolical.
Oh my gosh, that's great. And it, we lost obviously, a friend of the show, and I think Gianna was knocked out in that game, right? It came down to Kara and Gianna, and it really was down to the wire. But not being there, I always wonder the way the edit made it look. Was it really like, how did that feel in the end? How long did it take? And what was it like as those last two competitors were kind of searching?
It took a long time. I felt like we were out there forever. To the point where we're like, hey, start pushing the cups to the side. We're like, you guys need to work together just so we can figure out who's going to make it on.
It did take a minute, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say at least, what do you think, 10, 15 minutes for that last two?
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, it was long.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Just remember, it's 600 cups and only one with the sticker.
But that's what I mean. At that point, there was only one left out of all of those cups that had the logo in it. So, kind of had to keep pushing. And, it looked like Carrie even at some point was just stopping. And the way that at least they made it in the edit, it was like she's done.
She needed a break.
Yeah, I thought she was going home.
That's how they definitely edited it, right? You thought for sure she was going to be the one to go home. And
it's always hard to tell with the edit.
Sure enough.
Sometimes they make it look how they want to make it look for dramatic sake.
Yeah.
Were you guys, those of you that cleared, was it pretty early, or were you later on, and were your backs and knees starting to hurt?
My back wasn't hurting. I mean, I was just going straight. I got lucky because I feel like I was going straight down, and then I got lucky with the last cup towards the middle.
That's awesome. It must have felt good, right, when you found it. It's always, what does it feel like when you, like a game like that where it's like total chance? There's like almost no skill, and you find it. Like the relief on that, is that different than one where it is more skill driven? I mean, is there like kind of a distinct difference between the luck games and the skill games?
Most definitely. Because the luck game, you have no control. It's either they're going to find it or I'm going to find it. At least with the skill games, if you lost, you felt like you lost. But that game is just a matter of luck. It's just like, hey, if they found the cup and I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very similar to like dropping the coins into the shot glass and game, a lot of them that were random.
Yeah.
I think it was just more of a sense of relief, where when you finish some of the other games that you had either with skill or ingenuity or strategy, it was kind of more of a foregone conclusion.
Right.
And you're happy, but it's a different feeling. It's like, playing roulette or something like that.
Well, all right. I think we flipped this cup, enough at this point. So let's move on to the second game and get into our next one, which brought in a very popular classic toy, the Slinky, but used in a way maybe you hadn't seen before. So I got a couple of pictures here. The Slinky challenge, you had to wear it basically attached to a headband on your head, and the competitors were told that they had to get the Slinky to stay on their forehead for 3 seconds. As you see here, that is Miranda obviously getting it done. And then look at that. That's a great moment.
That's a great photo of her.
I love that shot.
Well, I love that photo of her.
And then this next shot just absolutely makes me laugh. And this is Peter upside down.
That would have been me, honestly. I would have did the same thing.
That was my method, actually, and I did it so fast.
Yeah.
You did. You put it on your knee and then right to your head and done?
Yeah. I did 2 flips and I got dizzy. So I just went on the ground. I was like, think smarter, work smarter, not harder. And
did you see somebody else do it, or did that just occur to you?
No, I just figured I had better mobility that way, and I can, balance it a little bit easier because I'm already on the ground.
Yeah, it seemed like a good idea. The people that were just trying to flip it, I feel like obviously there's a lot of reasons why the Slinky is not going to settle. You'd have to be very very.
I think I only seen one person do it that way, and I think Ciara got it that way.
Yeah, Ciara. Yellow power.
It's the momentum that will get it to not stick, and it'll kind of just fall off on the other side. So I felt like if it didn't have any momentum and I was just able to place it there, it would hold a lot easier.
No, absolutely. And that ended up being what seemed to be the better method. And a lot of people started to do that. And was what really worked for most of the competitors. And Ronald, talk to about yours a little bit, because you had some fun with this one, it looked like.
Oh yeah. I thought most women, because they're a lot more flexible than guys, I thought they would immediately go to that route. So that's what I did. I said, I'm tall enough. I'll put it right on my knee, right to the forehead, and just lean back.
Yeah.
Ronald, do you know how hard it is for me to resist making the joke about you sucking your own dick right now?
Whoa. I mean, well, apparently it wasn't that hard for you to resist it. But the point is,
rated R.
It's
Listen,
always been a rated R podcast.
well, rated R for Robert, because
There you go.
Man,
I'm telling you, everybody that was doing that on that show, I was glad that you were figuring out how to do it, but that's what I was thinking the whole time, that everybody's gone down on themselves.
Well, I can tell you, Robert.
Melissa, your face?
Robert, if you hadn't, let's put it this way. Robert, if you hadn't been knocked out already, you would have been done on this one because you weren't going to get that. There's no way.
If I could do that, I wouldn't be in that game at all. I'd be
You'd never leave the house. I got you.
You'd already be a millionaire, huh?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you what. If I was in that game still, I would have been out on that one because my neck is screwed and there is no way I'm getting my knee to my head.
Yeah, you would have struggled on that one for sure.
I was impressed, frankly, when I saw I thought one or two people would do it that way, but when I saw the majority of people, I was like, whew. That would have
been tough. Well,
now here's the funny thing. After we got done with it, everybody started doing it the right way, just flipping up on their head. It's just the whole game was a mental challenge, and once you got over the anxiety, it was easy.
Right.
Really?
Because you didn't have that pressure.
So that when you all were in the safe zone or just screwing around, then you were flipping it up, no problem?
No problem.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh my gosh, do you remember when Jared put both of them on his hair? It was like acting like it was like pigtails, and he was like flipping his.
I think I brought it home. I don't know where it's at. I brought a bunch of stuff from like the show. I would just
I think a lot of people got little things. What's your favorite thing that you were able to take home with you?
Mine's probably the shot glass because I like to drink. So
wait, you were able to pocket the shot glass?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I brought the shot glass too.
From the fish tank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all just went right down into the water?
Yeah, I just grabbed it.
Yeah.
It didn't even occur to me.
Me neither. I thought it was
the piggy bank. I even hid it in my hair, and then they're like, Geraldine, give it back. I tried. If I could take the camel home, I would have taken that thing home too. But
you were like, I'm gonna ride this thing home. Let's go.
Alex, you got that shot glass at home right now?
Yeah, I got to show you right now.
Pull that out and take a shot with us.
That's awesome.
Melissa, what did you snake on the show?
I have like the Hawaii lei.
Yeah. That's something.
And then right after that, I got to go to Hawaii, so it was kind of nostalgic.
Oh, wow.
I actually brought it with me.
Oh, there it is.
Nice. Look at that. You're gonna do a shot right now, aren't you?
No,
I even brought the duck.
That's for the weekend.
The duck home.
No.
I got one of the ducks.
Wait, let me see if I can bring some stuff. Hold on.
All right, nice.
I'm trying to figure out what
I
else.
wish I would have sold more stuff, I guess.
I know, right? Unless you're like, man, I really missed out. So we're going to keep things moving. The next game dealt with sleeping bags. Now, Ronald, I know you're a camper, and I was like, he's going to have this one in the bag. But you struggled a little bit. So let's take a look at this video, and then we'll talk about the third game, which was the sleeping bag challenge. A lot of fun to watch. So take a look at this video, and we'll talk about it right after this. Oh, that's goes back apparently.
Bags are off. This looks amazing. This is a mid-90s video game. This is like Frogger or something. It's about as physical a test as it gets.
I think I would slip a disc if I did this.
That's Leo, the pentathlete. Leo's shirt came off. Oh, and Leandra is going every which way. Jared is sideways.
I am so invested, I could die. Who is this coming up?
Oh my goodness.
Leo.
Are you kidding? Who is that?
That's Tommy.
Tommy first.
That was insane of Tommy.
Oh my God. I came in first. Oh my God. Whoa, Cara Maria and Dakota make it through. They literally finished at the same time.
Clear, Cara. Clear.
Leo, Carlene, David A., Jared.
Get me out of here.
Miranda not too far behind.
Look,
Oh, my
y'all,
goodness.
if we go to war, I want Tommy on my side.
Dude, Tommy was a missile. He was flying.
Tommy is scrappy.
Army
That was
crawl.
fast.
Well,
Like,
you know
no
what I
one-
noticed about him though is he had it over his head, so like all of his energy carried and pushed it forward. There was nothing to hold it back. So that was one thing I noticed about him that was a little different. It was he had everything kind of tucked in and it was rocking. So that was interesting. But those that struggled, Ronald and
I was
others,
going to say that.
you know,
I
let's
was
talk
gonna-
about that. So what was it about that I guess you were having trouble getting this thing moving?
Well, it goes back to the rules. They said if the sleeping bag comes off, you can't like continue. So as soon as I pushed off, the whole thing just came off. So I just kind of stopped like, well, what do you do? I mean, half the sleeping bag's off. And I look over and people are still moving. And it was just, like I say, it was just the interpretation of the rules because some people did certain things. And it kind of, you know, I don't know. It's like they got away with it or didn't get away with it or whatever. So
yeah, a little hard to
figure it
officiate. So you got behind at the very beginning.
Yes, because it's the very first time I pushed, the thing unzipped and I was halfway out of it.
Oh my goodness.
I think people that were tall had a harder time with that because for me, I know like I got kicked in the head a few times in the beginning and I'm like thinking, how is somebody's feet by my head already? You know, the sleeping bag was like slipping off. So I was trying to adjust it and I just didn't fit in it quite right.
Did you have your head out or was it inside?
I had it in, but it kept coming off as I was scooting. So to me, that challenge was a lot harder than I thought. I thought it was going to be easy, but no.
How about
you had to work for that one. You definitely had to work for that one.
Feel claustrophobic at all?
Yes.
I didn't feel claustrophobic.
You did not?
I should have taken my socks off, though. A lot of people that took their socks off had a better advantage.
What did they get more
slippery.
traction in? Oh, because they get more traction inside with bare feet.
It was
as
more
opposed to-
slippery with the socks on, and without the socks, you have a better grip to push yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like my
that's why I did
jacket had more friction. Like everything like was slipping because my outfit was a lot looser. Like it was just moving too much in the sleeping bag.
Did you go barefoot or did you leave socks on?
No, I keep my socks on, you know, Nike socks and
Yeah.
like the camel peed in there before, you know. I was not about to be barefoot.
I didn't care. I would have been.
Geraldine's
barefoot.
like, I was about to ride that camel. I don't care if it's, you know, whatever. Let's go.
By the way,
Socks
guys,
off.
I found it.
Yeah, there it is.
Now
Yeah,
you know what
I
Give it a whirl.
The
Give
leg.
it a whirl.
Oh, the lay. I think I have a lay too. I think I have the lay somewhere
And
too.
with this one, I mentioned it earlier, but Marsha got knocked off of this one, and that felt like you know, because of something about the way that people rallied around her, and you know, because it's her story with the, you know, her cancer survivor and all that. It like surprised me. Like when I literally I teared up. It was wild. I'm like watching the show. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy.
She was like the mama of the group, so it was
it was just it was touching.
And she definitely was a good competitor. I mean, she fought hard to
She was
the end.
great.
I mean, she never gave up, no matter how she was feeling, no matter what she was going through. I mean, she definitely embodied the show. I thought she did a great job.
A close photo finish. That was close. I mean,
No, that was close.
yeah.
That was
She
close.
fought right down to the wire. Yeah, she definitely gave it her all. It was a tough one. And you know, but again, it's one of those things that's part of the beauty of the show, I think, is that, you know, the human element is real, as a real part of it. And as somebody that is watching the show and enjoying the journey, you know, you do start to kind of care about these people. You know, all of you, it's really great to have you on the show. I've been watching you for however many episodes and getting to know you through the competition. It's really cool to be able to kind of to be able to share this time. So with that, any other thoughts on the sleeping bag challenge? Any other tips, tricks? If somebody wanted to try it at home, how do they do it well?
You know what I thought about? And it just hit me when I watched it. Well, actually, my nephew told me, no one ever thought, why didn't we just start rolling?
We couldn't.
Like
It was
like
against
you
the
turn to the
rules because
side.
that was my
Just
first
start
idea.
rolling.
Yeah.
They never
You
said-
couldn't do that.
They told you you
didn't
couldn't
say
roll.
you couldn't. They just said as long as your shoulders are on the ground. And if you're rolling, at some point, one shoulder is always on the ground.
No, they thought I tried to do a roll when I got towards the end, and I kind of just did like I just kicked my feet around so it was past the finish line, and they were like, "Did you roll?" And I'm like, "No." You know,
Yeah, no,
so-
they didn't let you roll.
Okay.
No rolling. I mean, if Jarrett was here from last week, he would be talking about glamping again.
What's that?
Oh man, the glamour camping. You gotta, you can't be
the new
inside.
term.
Oh, I don't camp. That's how I got out.
You don't rough.
Last
There's no
episode.
roughing.
Yeah, I don't camp either.
I'm not even gonna lie. I knew somebody black was gonna go out on that one. I was like, we don't camp. Like
I don't camp. I don't. Camp.
I don't camp either, and I was actually the first one to come out on that, but they edited it wrong. Just saying.
Is that a thing?
Oh,
they did. I'm actually upset with.
Set the record straight.
Ronald, is that a
So
thing?
what? That
That black people don't camp?
For the most part, yeah. Just like we don't swim.
Oh man,
I don't know how, like I still don't know how to do it. Like I don't know how to turn it. I don't know.
I was almost having a panic attack before the camping one. Like when we were in that tent, I was like in there crying, and they were like, "We're gonna start. Are you okay in there?" They unzipped it. They thought I was like maybe like getting claustrophobic, but really, I knew one of us were doomed. I was like, oh.
I think we just have a heightened sense of danger, and we don't go anywhere near it.
Ronald, it took me 7 episodes to realize that we make a good team because you're black and I'm white. So you can make all those jokes that I feel uncomfortable making. I'll make all the suck your own thing jokes.
I mean, you tend to go places most wouldn't in other areas for sure, but that's all right.
Stay away from race.
The camping was probably one of like my easiest ones.
Yeah,
the only
you
easy
made it
one
happen.
because I struggled.
This bag one was easy for you?
The sleepy one.
So it was just
no, not the
technique,
sleepy one.
right?
The camping one. I'm sorry.
The tent.
Oh,
The tent.
The tent.
Yeah. Well, I want to make sure we don't go on too much of a detour here. So I'm going to put up a couple cones, and I'm going to get us back on path. And that is by moving towards the team cone challenge. So we're going to take a look at this video here, and then we'll talk about it. It was a lot of fun to watch. People struggled on this one too. Some got it, but this is always interesting. Those team challenges, another dynamic of 99 to beat, where you don't necessarily control your fate. You got to work together. You got to make it happen. So with that, let's take a look at the cone challenge here right now. We'll talk about it right after.
We'll have 4 traffic cones in various sizes. They must successfully flip a cone on top of another and land each cone.
Almost. A little bit lighter.
A little bit closer. What am I doing wrong?
This is gonna take so long.
No, we got this.
Back.
We got this.
Foot's good. There you go.
Yes. Oh, Danny got it.
Whoa, whoa! Don't focus on nobody else, Peter.
You got it, David.
There you go. Whoa! Are you kidding me?
Come on, kid. Freaking beast. That was hot.
Whoa, hole in one.
Oh, they got the second one already.
If you want to switch out. You got it, girl. Come on, Miranda, you got it. Yes! Yeah, there we go.
Miranda got on Jared's team. Amazing.
Yes! Yes!
Tabby.
Take your time. There it is.
Oh my God! They're 1 cone away.
You're good, Ron.
Successfully flipping that biggest traffic cone 360 degrees. That's going to be hard.
Oh, look at you! Come on, darling! Come on!
You got this, Peter.
Yes, come on, Jared!
Peter gets it. Team Jared and Team Ronald each have 1 final cone to land.
You know what to do.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh my God! Wow! Ronald moves through.
And we freaking crushed that challenge. David, 1 flip.
Oh man, Ronald, I love that you like walked off like you felt like $1 million right there for sure. You were like, that's what I did. You saw that right there.
Oh yeah.
That seemed like the biggest come from behind victory in the whole show and the whole series so far. You guys agree, disagree? Am I forgetting something?
Yeah. I mean, towards
Melissa,
You made it look easy. You made it look easy.
Oh man, you guys really did. I mean, and then later on, there was also a moment where you gave some advice to somebody else, Ronald. And I think Aaron mentioned how he's like, there's Bill Belichick of football, but then there's Ronald of 99 to beat giving the advice to some of the competitors. I thought it was pretty cool. And that might be even in the next challenge, but it was a nice compliment to you.
Geraldine and Melissa, what did it feel like? Did it feel like watching a train wreck, like in slow motion? Like, what did that feel like?
I mean, at least for me, I kind of forgot about it for a second, but then when I saw some of the clips today, I was like, dang, like it was hard to watch because we've made it so far. Like we panicked a little bit, but dang, like I mean, it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So luckily, I haven't watched it just quite yet because I'm on the West Coast, so it didn't air yet. But those traffic cones have haunted me literally since that day. Everywhere I go, I see traffic cones. I see, I mean, I'm a coach, so I always have speed and agility cones. So everywhere that I go, I'm like, there's cones. So I flip them all the time now. I'll just be randomly walking down the street. If I see a cone, I flip it. And they're like, what is she doing? But I'm just like trying to prove myself, like, I got this. I can do it, you know? And it just really sucked. We were so close to the finish line.
We were so close.
Yeah,
It was.
I think we even like at first we were struggling a lot, and then I did the first cone next. It was Leandra's team, and we were ahead at one moment. And then we just, I don't know what part slowed us down. And I'm like, oh my God, we were just so close.
Yeah, I feel like we were on that last cone for a while, you know, and
you guys had 3 and Pink had 0. And they came
and then they just got a hot streak, and then this next
you'll see the edit, and it was an emotional edit.
Yeah.
And,
for sure.
I haven't seen it, but yeah.
Alex, what are your thoughts?
But that was the game. I mean, you could be so far ahead, and all of a sudden you finish last. I mean, it was vice versa. So many ups and downs, and so many emotions. It was a crazy game. But I thought watching it. I remember watching it. I was like, it was down to the wire. It was 3 teams, and it was anybody's game.
No doubt. And
yeah, I remember the pink cone. It was the first cone, the little one. It felt off, and like the refs like put it back on and adjusted it. And I felt like that's kind of gave them the momentum they needed, because the first cone was the hardest, as well as the last. Like the 2 in the middle were kind of the easier cones to get to stick.
how did it work with the cone when sometimes it would get stuck on this way? Did somebody ref push it down?
I remember this clearly. We were like, ref, and the ref took a minute. Melissa, I don't know if you remember. We were like yelling at the ref because it took a while for them to come and fix it. And they were just kind of like, I'm like, dude, you're wasting time. Like, ref, fix it. I was so frustrated. I remember that. I actually got really annoyed at the ref. I was
what was that ref's name?
Yeah, meaning the ref didn't see it, or they didn't really have a game plan figured out.
I think they didn't know what to do in that moment, and they wasted at least, I want to say, 10 seconds of our game, and those 10 seconds come
like
a
an
long way.
eternity. I'm sure.
I remember
I
that.
could only hear certain people.
Alex, can you hear? I was trying to bring you in just to get your take on it. Can you hear me? So, Alex.
I can hear you. I can't hear Geraldine. Rob.
Yeah. So real quick, then, Alex, just from your perspective, watching that cone challenge and being somebody that was in the game but not in that particular one, what were your thoughts on that game with that team challenge and the way it played out?
I think that challenge was really all on luck, honestly. Like, because there's not really like a way you can honestly like have skill. I would say like maybe like throwing it lighter or harder or whatever, but there's not really skill on getting a cone on top of cone, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that challenge was really based on like luck and like I don't know how Ronald picked the right people, because not the right people, but like he literally said like, oh, I seen David A's form, so I don't know how like he knew that or anything like that. I would probably would have picked.
He was taking notes.
He probably was.
He knew.
I probably would have just picked anyone like that. I just thought was good, but I don't know how he just knew, like, you know what I'm saying? But
he had a feeling.
Well,
you recruited a good team.
That's it.
Well, you know what, to be honest, there was a little bit of skill with certain cones.
Sure.
Like the first with the last cone, it was so bottom heavy. If you grabbed it from the top, it was hard to rotate it. That's why I was telling them grab it low. Because when you grabbed it low, by the time you picked it up, it was almost flipped before you even let it go out your hands.
Right.
So when you grabbed it near the top, it took a lot of momentum to flip it. But if you grabbed it low, as soon as you picked it up, you almost flipped it right from leaving your hands.
Yeah, and technically they're weighted by the bottom, so you just had to kind of get a feel for the rotation and the toss so that it would land down and then that. So
that makes sense.
Yeah. I feel
like we need you to coach us up.
First and grab it low.
Wait, so I'm gonna drop real quick and come right back.
Yeah, no worries, Alex. Do your thing. You'll be good. Pop out and come back in. So with this cone game, I mean, talk a little bit about, for you guys. Obviously, this is kind of how it ended. What is that feeling? You got this far. You know, it's been a heck of a ride. It's an emotional journey. You can taste it at this point. Anybody feels like I have to imagine you all felt like you had a real chance of winning.
Yeah.
It just ends in a second. Try to explain that.
Melissa, you want to go first?
Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough day. You know, it was a tough challenge. I just felt like we could have got it, you know, we were so close, and just, it's like when that red light cuts on, it's the worst feeling ever. It's just, you know, that your dreams are like coming to an end, and it was a good run. I feel like I'm glad I got to meet everybody from the show, like so many amazing people. So I'm blessed, but I was devastated too. I'm not gonna lie.
Man.
The dream was real, right? You were close enough to you know, it's not like being in the top 100.
Yeah,
right?
Once you make it to them 20s, it's like, yeah.
That's when it really hit me. When I was in the 20s, I was like, oh, like it just hits you on a whole different level. And I almost got eliminated on episode 1. So, I mean, the first challenge?
Oh, that's true. That's right.
So
You're the one that
I went through all those.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot you like tackled her.
They tackled me, first of all. Did you see how I got tackled?
Yeah, that's true. That was like I was like, oh my God, I'm not sure she's getting up.
Chris is joking. We had Janice on the show. She did not.
No, Janice was such a trooper, but
I love Janice.
That was such
honestly, Geraldine, I thought you were so amazing. I was like, I'm about to recruit her to my team. Like, you can play, you know.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Janice was just in the wrong spot.
Hey, Melissa, we made our cones. Okay, we made our cones.
We did. We did our part. You know, and that's the thing with it. Yeah, with Team Challenge, it's like you're only as good as your weakest link. You know, and it's just if you do your part, you just kind of hope that everybody else does theirs. And
the team, that changed, especially when you got into the top 20.
Right.
Hey, that was tough. I mean, because we sitting there all talking, you know, in the green room or whatever. And when they said, hey, 5 people are leaving, like right now, it really changed the game, because now you like, wow, you excited about being in the top 20. And then the next game, we're down to 15. Yeah. So it plays mind games on you.
Yeah, that's a good point. In one game, a quarter of the people are gone. Just like that.
Yeah.
The big different proportion.
And we've got what is there 2 episodes left at this point? Is that so?
Yeah,
that was episode 8 of 10. You know, next week it's going to whittle down even more, and then we're going to be down to the remaining few, whoever they are, and we're going to find out.
See, I don't know if they're airing next week. Well, they're going to take a break at some point.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah.
Because it's Thanksgiving.
They're going to tease us.
Take a break next week because the last episode is the 10th of December. So there's only one between the then and the 10th. So I'm going to guess they're going to take next week off, but we'll find out soon.
Oh man, it's crazy. So we'll stay tuned to that. We'll obviously keep everybody posted in terms of that. And this last game, when we got out of the team game, is another individual game to finish out this 8th episode. And it was one that involved a table, some balls, and a cup, and a little bit of skill, a little bit of, like precision and patience. And we have a video here that will show you a clip from it. And then we'll talk about this final game from episode 8 of 99 to Beat here as we recap on After the Games.
Jennifer's got one. Jennifer again.
Wow.
Jennifer has 2 balls. Whoa! Are you kidding me? Jennifer first.
Baller.
Literally. She was almost eliminated for the last 2 games.
I needed this so badly. My soul needed this.
I guess if you're like a gamer, you have to be precise.
Yes.
Good to go. Thank you.
Some of these players are doing a lot better than the others.
Woo!
Yes.
Peter and Tabby have none. Dakota is in. We wondered how Dakota would fare without Cara Maria. Well, you have your answer. Just fine. 9 people are through. 7 left. Whoa, nice for Tabby. Tabby's got one in.
Peter got one.
Sweet Moses.
That was divine intervention. We'll have to ask the refs, is that fair?
Preston! Ronald got through.
Final four: Peter, Leandra, Tabby, and David A.
See those people go through, you know, your just anxiety goes up.
Yes. They're all technically tied at 1 ball.
What am I doing wrong?
Adjust the tube for speed. Look through it and just drop it.
There's Bill Belichick of the NFL. There's Ronald of 99 to beat. He'll get you in and out of any situation.
Wow!
Hey!
2 balls in. Nice, Leandra.
Man. And there you have it, right? You had Ronald giving that advice.
That looks so hard.
It did look hard. The thing I didn't understand at first was the tables were on.
Yeah.
It was a little hard to see in the broadcast. It's like the tables look flat until you saw some of these.
Yeah, that was my question. Was it slanted?
Yeah.
No, the tables were actually pointed up.
Yeah.
Like I would say at least a 25-degree angle.
So you have to push it through the hole like with your finger?
No, they gave you the tube, and at first everybody started just pushing it through. But then when I realized you can't see, you can't do anything, so I started looking through it, and then you could adjust the height and speed by however the angle of the tube.
Right.
So once you dropped it, then you can kind of get your line, and then you can figure out what you were doing.
It was obviously here on the second viewing, but in the broadcast tonight, it was a little hard for me to tell. It looked like the tables were flat. I didn't realize it.
Oh yeah, they're sloped up a little bit.
I was like, what are they putting backspin on it? And then when balls started dropping, I was like, this would be a lot harder than that.
Yeah, it was tough because, like I say, you didn't know what to expect. You didn't know. I mean, they just told you about the game. You know how they read the rules, but they never said the table was slanted or. So a lot of people were guessing at first and trying different angles and different things, and and like you say, it's counting down because we're in the top 20. So people were going out and you looking around, and some people had no balls, some people had 2, and it was stressful.
Yeah, Peter was struggling on this one.
Yeah,
Was there a back on the table, like to prevent the ball from going off the other end?
There was nothing on the back.
You
All
just
it
had to
was
get
was
the speed right.
Yeah, you had to get the speed
Oh my
right
God.
to barely get around that wall. It was tough.
Yeah, Peter, like you said, Peter was down to the final 2. It was really he barely made it through.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah.
It was tougher than you thought. I mean, for me, I would say that probably was one of the hardest games.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long?
It looked a little hard.
How long?
Believe it or not, it didn't last. I would say the top 15 got through in maybe less than 10 minutes, but the last 4 might have been 20 minutes because the pressure was on for them. I mean, we were in the safe zone, so we were like, cool.
They didn't have to dumb it down like they did for us in the card game, huh?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, okay, if you can just hold a card, then you'll be through.
That card game was also hard. It was not easy.
That
It was hard.
Terrible.
You want to know some behind the scenes stuff on the card game?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys remember, but I was missing a card in the card game. One of the cards was underneath my table.
Okay.
But I guess the ref didn't catch it, and they let
That
me through.
was you?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
I remember we saw it. We're like, there's a card missing.
Wait,
on
on the house of cards?
Yeah, so I built to what is it? Was it the 4-tier house?
Yeah.
But I was missing one of the cards on the flat thing, like
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it, but
You were still able to build it though with missing a card.
yeah, I didn't realize I was missing a card,
Let me
but
just say this, Alex. That
Those
would have made
refs.
a goddamn difference for Ronald and I.
No.
Because they had to dumb it down twice for our
Yeah. Alex, you would have still been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was actually harder. I mean, if you
From
didn't
you.
miss the card, I mean, that's harder shit.
Yeah, exactly. You should have gotten bonus points.
Yeah, that sounds harder. You would have been fine. They could have taken 4 cards away from you, and you would have built that thing quicker than Ronald and I. I don't know. That ball game, it looked really hard watching it, Ronald. What was the pressure and stress like at that point, knowing that it was only 15 people left and $1 million feels really real at that point?
I mean, I can only speak for myself. You know, Robert, we kind of had a lot of fun at the bars and everything every night. To me, the whole competition never felt real. I was like, yeah, if we just playing games, having fun. But when you broke the top 15, you were like, oh, I might really win. So now
I'm ready to focus.
It was a whole different ball game once you cracked that 15, because you were like, hold on, if I play for real, I might be able to retire.
I think so. Because even I got out of 32, and running the numbers in my head, I'm still like, that's 31 other people. I still got only a 3% chance of winning. You know, that still didn't feel real. But I think when you're getting down around 15 like that,
it has to. That's it. Every time, every episode, every game, you get a little closer. You start to believe a little bit more. And you know, obviously, out of all of us here, Ronald, you're the only one left.
But here's a key point that I don't think anybody's talked about yet. We all had friends because you stood next to who you were close to. But as it dwindled down, imagine you sitting in this room, you have nobody standing next to that you normally talk to, and now it's just all in your head. You're thinking to yourself now because you know everybody's across the room, or we down to the last 10. No, I mean your friends are gone now, so it's really 100% on you.
Was the vibe in the green room? So it was palpably different. It was was higher. You were cordial to each other, but it was not just let's shoot the breeze until we get to play this next little game.
Well, like I say, like we'll take for instance in that instance, like I knew Geraldine from seeing her at the hotel or whatever, but we were never close enough to really talk. So when you got down to that point, it's almost like a new show. Like if we actually talked like, hey, well, you know what I mean? Because we never spoke like that before because we weren't close. Yeah. So when you dwindle down, it was almost like a new show because now you with people I've seen you, but we never interacted. So you know, you don't know what to say because do I give advice? Because now this might be a potential person. I mean, so it's different. We didn't build that relationship.
So you're saying it got a little more serious and there was a little less like fun banter and play and everybody started to get a little more focused.
Less collaboration, like you're saying. You know, a lot of those games when it was 50, 60 people or more, I think we all kind of looked around to the people that we were friendly with and said, hey, what do you think about this one? How are you going to do it? How are you going to approach it? It seems like that was not happening at this point.
That's true. Less and less.
No, less and less.
Yeah.
I feel like you could tell, like, even like the preview of next episode, you could tell it was a little bit more stressful.
Yeah, and that's what's going to be really interesting as we watch these next couple episodes to see how that continues to elevate. And we all know anybody that's been in, you know, any kind of athletic, you know, sport element or any kind of competition, when, you know, it's one thing when you get started, but when the fourth quarter comes or when the game's on the line, things change.
Yeah,
that's what we're about to find out. We're getting to that point where this game's getting a little tighter. Things are getting a little more serious, and that money's getting a little more real.
And the team challenges, I think, are going to be hard to watch because
that's what I was going to say.
You're in the next episode. Yeah, you know, without giving anything away, those team challenges must be really stressful. When you're down to 10 people, that's $100,000 each. If you and I went to Vegas right now and pooled our money and said we got $200,000, 100 each, but we both have a say in the bets, that would be stressful, right?
Yeah, you think what I'm thinking, because I think I would hate you after that if you.
But you know,
it was put it on double green.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Like if we won, we'd be like, of course we won. But if we lose, we'd be like,
that'd be rough.
Like I say, it was weird. It was. No, I was saying it was weird. It was stressful, but you in your mind, it's like it's us now. We got to advance. So it brought you together, but then it was still like you know, somebody made a mistake. It was really like, what are you doing? Like before, it was like, we can laugh this off, but like, hey, we down at the end. We need to get this right.
Yeah. So, well, real quick, because obviously, Ronald, you're the only one here that's, you know, still in the game. And I want to maybe take a second to go down the line and everybody to share maybe some of your favorite moments, you know, from the show or memories, you know, maybe some of the hardest things for you and your favorite moments that you had on the show. Who wants to start? You want Alex? You're on my left. Let's give you let's just start with you.
I think everything when I came onto the show, everyone knows like I was like kind of like silent, not silent, but I was like chill and like to myself, and I didn't really like talk like because I'm an observer first. I'm a Virgo. I'm an observer. I sit back, relax, and then I see who I want to talk to, who I want to mingle with. So I feel like I don't know, like I met a lot of cool people. I got close to some people, and I feel like we still have a bond till this day. Even everybody on this call, I feel like we made some type of connection, and I feel like the show brought us together. Regardless if we were kicking it or regardless if we were just hanging out at the pub. You guys know the pub. If we were hanging out at the pub and drinking, you know what it is. I feel like the best moment for me would probably be which challenge? You guys didn't get to see it, but the challenge I was doing a challenge with Sean. We did the dish challenge. And that was like that's the challenge that made me and Sean get super, super close because it was like it was so fun. We just vibed, we connected, and I just feel like that challenge was like the best. And I feel like the worst challenge, I don't want to say the 10 because I got eliminated on it. I would say the tape measure. That was the worst one for me because like I was in the bottom and I couldn't get it through the lines. But yeah,
that was rough.
Yeah.
Geraldine, what about you?
I struggled in a lot of them, but I would say that the one with the light where we ran to the light?
Oh yeah.
I actually didn't like it, but at the same time, I loved it because I am a runner, and I felt like that was me. But at the same time, I hated it because I was ended up at the end, and I hated that I have to go against Storm.
So y'all get a gimme on that one.
I know you got.
Oh man, Robert should have been gone there for sure.
I should have been out. You two canceling each other out was a godsend to me. I was like,
if Storm would have just turned around, it would have been you and me running to that light.
Yep.
No, it wouldn't have been. That's not true. You would have been on it, and Robert would have been like, I guess I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
No, but I would say that the worst one was probably the lay one, the first one, because it was the first game. I didn't know what to expect. I have my glasses on. I can't even see from one eye, so I was already struggling there to go to the play.
Yeah, you basically gave an old woman a concussion. It was a lot. Yeah, I hear you. That's a tough one for you.
Janice, Chris said, Janice, if you're watching, Chris called you an old woman, not me.
Oh, I thought, didn't you knock Robert out? I was calling you an old woman.
Okay.
Hey, some of them old women were holding their own though. So
yes, they were.
Listen, Janice is a rock star. We all know the reality.
Notice that's where I draw the line. I won't call somebody an old woman, but I'll make self-fellatio jokes all day.
Your lines are all over the place. Good luck finding them.
Melissa, what was your best game? What was your worst game? What was your best memory?
So I would say, what was my best game? I think like the balloon target was really easy for me. I kind of just put the cup right here and was shooting them really quickly. I liked a lot of the challenges, but some of the ones that I struggled with was like the House of Cards. I think I was out there for like over an hour before they finally said, hey, you guys could do 3 tiers. And when we got to that point, I was like, okay, I think I'm good. But which one I hated the most actually is the t-shirt challenge because those shirts stinked. Like they didn't wash them. They smelled disgusting. And it was just people everywhere. And it just looked like a nightmare. Like, I mean, I see my daughter's room look like that once or twice. So I'm like having PTSD. That was a bit rough.
Where did they get that? They just have all the caster, all the crew bring in 2 shirts from home and just like toss them in a pile.
I think they got them all from Goodwill because they were not washed. Like some of them stinked.
2,500 shirts.
Did you take the shirt home?
Yeah, I got that one somewhere.
Got it framed in a shadow box with all the other stuff. They let us have those, but all the other stuff. I
was sweating in that challenge like bad.
I got lucky. I was the second one to get the shirt.
Oh, that must be
really wow.
I wasn't that lucky.
It was luck. It was luck. I just saw it fly, and since my name is so long, I was like, oh my God, that's me. That's me.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I picked up Marissa's shirt at first because, you know, our names look very similar except one letter. So I thought it was mine and it was Marissa. And I'm like, all right.
I'm going to hide
That's
this
hard.
real quick.
That's hard.
Before we get into kind of what everybody's got going on and before we sign off, let me ask you this question. And I was always crunching the math. If you got down to, say, the top 20 and they had said to you, hey, listen, we're going to play these games out, but not for the money. You can all take 50 grand right now. 50 grand times 20 would be $1 million. Would you have taken the 50?
Yes.
Me too.
I would have. I would have.
I don't know.
They said day one, hey, listen, there's 100 of you. Can you all get 10 grand and we're going to play these games anyway? I'd say, give me the 10 grand.
Yeah.
Shit, I got credit card debt. Yeah, I would
No,
have
I wouldn't do it.
I would have took it.
No, you wanted to get
No, because I don't know. I think it would bother me to know that I could make more than 10 grand.
Well, I would look
50
at it.
or it's like either 50 yes or like
we got a free trip to
But
Europe
10
and 10 grand to boot. I'm doing it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have done it for 10 for sure. I mean, you're there to win it.
I would, if you would have
No
told
way.
me, okay, maybe 40, okay, but 10, I was like, nah, we
Okay, what if
Yeah, but 50.
What about
50,
four
yes.
people?
50, yeah.
4 people, you each get $250,000.
Oh yeah.
Call it a day.
No brainer.
Yeah, we're good. We're
No
good.
brainer. I will let you. Hey, you could tackle me, knock me down, pull some teeth, whatever you want to do.
Okay, now we're talking. I was like, now we're talking.
Yeah, these are real numbers. We can work with those.
So the
Exactly.
100 grand mark for 10 people, we got a kind of a mixed answer. But when we get to 4, are we all in agreement? You'd take the $250,000 and run?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah, I would probably did it at 20.
I could shit.
Yeah.
I could flip that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, none of us, I think, are going to go to Vegas and play a $250,000 bet on 4-1. No, thank you.
It's funny. I live in Vegas and I don't even gamble.
Well, you know what? Let's get into it. Kind of, we'll go around the horn before we sign off here. Let everybody. We talked a little bit about what you're going on, Melissa. I was out there on vacation with my girlfriend. You met up with us for a drink at the where were we? MGM. It was super nice to see you. Tell us what you got going on, where we can follow you on social, and what you want us and everybody out there that's watching or listening to know.
Yeah, so I'm a flag football coach. We're getting ready for season. I'm also a coach at one of the first colleges in Nevada that offers flag football for girls. So go Nevada State. You know, their inauguration season is coming spring 2026. So I'm very excited for like what I'm doing. I literally am like on the field 24/7. I work for Riddell as a flag football rep, basically trying to make the game safer. Since we know better, we got to do better. And it's a new sport. It's going to be in the Olympics in 2028. So literally like we're changing the game and showing that women can play football at a high level. And it's going to be an Olympic sport and it's a collegiate sport now. And there's a lot of opportunities for women. I played professional women's tackle football for a long time and we struggled with funds, with finance and stuff like that. So now that, it's becoming a collegiate sport, at least girls can get a free scholarship or college education to play a sport that they love. I also work for the LA Rams. So we're number 1 in our division. We're crushing it this season as well. And, I'm just living my best life. My daughter's about to be 21 in a month. So
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to her and go Birds.
Go Melissa.
Yeah,
as a mom, it's like my celebration too, because I was 16 when I had her. I was extremely young. And so for her to be a D1 athlete about to graduate from college this year at 21, I'm such a proud mom. And, I gave her all I had and did my very best, even though I was young. And, it's a celebration for me as well.
Melissa, you look amazing for having a
Thank
21-year-old.
you.
Like you look like to me like you're 23 right now. So.
Right, but we all know she's 37 because we can use nothing. You're not supposed to ask a woman's age, but we don't need to because 16 plus 21 is 37.
And I heard Robert, you slipped
When I'm
in
on
the words there.
Yeah, when I'm on the college campus, they think I'm a student a lot of times. So I get to blend in and just be the cool mom.
Melissa, Chris used to work for the Eagles, and I have the Eagles logo tattooed to me. So I don't know about those fans, but we would well on it.
Listen, it's going to be
the
fun to see how
the
it all
Eagles knocked us
shakes
out of the playoffs last year, so it's a little sore subject for me.
Yeah,
But
I was there. It was a fun one.
Touchdown game, if I remember right.
it was a blizzard. I mean,
It was a blizzard, and it was a lot of fun. That was a memorable game for sure. But we'll see. It's gonna be an interesting end of the season for sure. Two of the best
They're
teams.
doing good. I mean, honestly, last season LA was on fire, you know, and we had to relocate our game to the Arizona Cardinals Stadium. So it was a lot going on in LA, especially with them going into that playoff game. Plus, it was a blizzard. By halftime, you couldn't even see the hashes on the field. So I mean, not everybody's equipped to play in that kind of weather, but we got it this year.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see you in the playoffs.
Speaking of LA, Geraldine, you're out there in LA. And you've done a bunch of acting. What do you got going on? You've probably got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, so I'm actually not in Los Angeles. I'm in Riverside, which is like an hour away from LA, but same thing, I guess. I do have a few things. I'm actually on a show. I'm not sure if you guys know The Traders, season 1 on Peacock. I'm on that show right now, and then there's another one. It's actually acting. It's called Crazy On. It's on Amazon Prime. And then I'm just auditioning and I do commercials and I'm a content creator. And yeah, that's what I do.
That's awesome.
The Traders you're on, the one in Scotland that you were telling me about when we were
Yes, I got to live in Scotland in a castle to win $250,000.
Wow.
Did you win?
Girl. If I did, I did not win. They did me dirty. I was actually a backup of somebody who got COVID, so they put me in super last minute. They had to reshoot the whole thing. And I was like the new girl when everybody had already built alliances. So everybody came for the new girl. They did me dirty. So you have to go and watch it. Yeah.
Still sounds like a pretty cool experience, though.
It was. I got to live in Scotland in a castle. I was like a princess in prison, basically.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Bruce, which is a very Scottish, lineage. So, and my dad's, Robert McAllister Bruce. So we got a lot of Scott, blood going. So I love that you had that experience. That sounds fun.
It was fun. It was fun.
You were in a lot of horror movies too, if I remember correctly, right?
I've been in a few horror movies. Yes, I have, like as background or like stand-in feature background. I'm just waiting to like book like that one lead role,
Well, you're telling me about a zombie role that you had on top of a car and it was freezing outside. Do I got my memory right?
Where did you look this up? But yes.
No, you told me.
I said this? I don't remember saying any of this.
You told me that on one of the Please, I have 4 children. I don't have enough time to look stuff up on the internet.
I do not remember saying this, but yes, I had. Oh, probably I did tell you. I don't remember. But yeah, I was playing a zombie for a few days from like 6 p.m. all the way to 7 in the morning, screaming, running in the woods. It was part of this film. And then, yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible, but probably the best experience.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
I played from pretty to like the ugliest thing you can think of. So, yeah.
That's good range. That's good range.
Alex, tell us about your clothing brand.
Okay, well, yes, I do have a clothing brand. I've had a clothing brand since 2020. My clothing brand name is Optimized Outwear. I make men and women clothes, streetwear to casual to luxury type clothes. So yeah, optimizedhour.com. You guys can shop there. You guys will like the clothes, it's a good stuff.
Yeah, get on there and buy it. Just get on it.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, so other than that, I am auditioning for other shows. I'm trying to get into like kind of like the reality TV role stuff and stuff like that.
Squid Games.
I literally am trying to do that.
I can see you in Squid Games.
Literally trying to do that. But yeah, that's what I do. Make clothes.
Yeah.
TV. Yeah.
I feel like I know the answer for all 3 of you. Would y'all do something like this again? Alex, you're obviously trying to.
Yeah, for sure.
Melissa?
So I actually am in the casting process, like finalizing it. Me and my daughter are going to do one together. So I'm excited about that.
That'll be cool to watch.
It'll be
Yeah.
awesome.
I don't want to speak
good.
too soon, but it's more of a physical type of challenge where everybody's competing, but it's more physically fit type of game. So I feel like I'm going to be in my bag. And then my daughter, she's a D1 athlete. She bench presses more than me now. So, I think we have a good shot. Plus, it'll be a good experience for us to do it together.
For sure.
No, that'd be great. Well, good luck with that. Hopefully that comes through.
Thank you.
Yes.
Ronald, Where do we follow you on social media when you get on once a month?
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. It's under Ronald. What is it? Ronald L. Mitchell.
Okay.
Yeah, that. Now I have a Facebook page, but like I say, like you say, Robert, I'm busy. I do a lot of stuff, so I check social media, but I'm not really on it like that.
But you prefer ultimately we send you a smoke signal or a carrier pigeon? Is that what you're getting at?
Oh yeah. I got.
Well, you're joining us tonight, or joining us. You're hosting with us tonight from your house. Last two of the last 3 episodes, you were at the fire station on call.
Yeah,
that's true.
We got lucky. You didn't get called away.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Yeah,
it's generally busy. I was surprised I didn't get a call.
Yeah.
And
well, that was
Chris,
nice.
Let's do a little wrap up with your commercial, if you would, and then you can kind of wrap up with us. For anybody out there listening, I can be found at clutchcityrealtor.com. I'm a real estate agent these days, former mascot for the Houston Rockets for 21 years, Clutch the Bear, and I have a book out you can find at clutchthebear.com, or there you go, where you can get Chris's copy. You can find at clutchthebear.com or mascotauthor.com. And Chris Bruce is the owner of King Creative. He's out of Wilmington, Delaware. He is our producer, and his team with Joe Hummel is producing this show. They do everything from videos to commercials to movies. They got a big movie coming out here in January. Chris, why don't you tell us a little bit about that? I always say it wrong. The Conspiracist.
It's The Conspiracist, and it's a comedy mockumentary. It's coming out. It's actually going to be streaming January 9th, Amazon Prime and Verizon Fios to start. And like I said, it's a brother and sister kind of set off to put on the first ever all-inclusive conspiracy theory convention. And it's kind of centers around that world when it all starts to fall apart. One of the siblings tries to save the convention. The other one tries to, root out deeper conspiracies at play. It's a funny film. It's a comedy mockumentary, kind of in the style of The Office and that kind of comedy. So look out for that. Distributor is Buffalo 8, and my company, along with Uncultured Swine out of New York, teamed up. I'm an executive producer on the project, along with a number of other roles as we do an indie film. And we're excited to have that come out. We're going to do a world premiere as well here in town on January 8th. So if anybody's around, Alex, you're in Jersey, you're not far away. You can come on down. January 8th, put it on the calendar.
The details, I'll be there.
Come on down, red carpet. Let's grace it.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely coming.
And with that, we've got a little jingle. We do some music with them. We're not doing film and video production. We do music production as well. We've got some great partners on that side. So take a look at this little jingle. If you need anything for your company, your business, you name it, we got you. Stay awesome. We'll be with you right after this.
You have a story you need to tell, a product, a dream that you want to sell. Music to film, commercials, TV, creative consulting, documentaries. Dare to be seen, call King Creative today.
There you go. A little catchy jingle right there. And tell me that's not in your head. So fun little side fact. I know I said it before, but the vocal on that, if you're an R&B fan, you might recognize that voice is Jackie McGee. Shoes On, Make It Last Forever, that legendary R&B track with Keith Sweat. And so that's who sings on that. She's amazing. And, Joe Hummel, thank you again. I know, Robert, you mentioned Joe, but I want to, shout out to Joe Hummel in the background there for helping us out tonight. We're going to be back on for episode 9 as we recap that when it airs. We're after the games. Robert, Ronald, as always, it's a lot of fun. Thank you guys for coming on, sharing your journeys, your stories, your insights, and we can't wait to continue to follow you guys as you continue to make awesome things happen.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for coming on.
Bye. So nice to see you again.
Good to see you too. Miss y'all.
Likewise, guys.
Later.
Bye-bye. Have a good night.
Absolutely. Stay awesome. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time on 99 to Beat. After the games, we'll be recapping episode 9 once it airs. We'll see you.
Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. 99 to Beat After the Games is on all platforms, wherever you listen and watch your podcast.